Good morning, Your Honor, or good afternoon, I always do that. Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Bryant.
Mr. Bryant has a pre-trial, what's it say, violation of probation hearing for Mr. Bryant. Are we having a hearing today?
I believe this will be a plea.
That's right, Mr. Bryant. You raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury. Okay, you can put your hand down. You understand that you do have the right to have a contested hearing on the allegation that you violated your probation. You want to waive that hearing? We're threatening you to do that. Any promises being extended to you if you waive your hearing? Okay, the allegations are that you failed to refrain from alcohol, that you had a confirmed spam tether with a peak alcohol of 0.041 on March 14, 2025, and that you failed to submit to spam tether per JSG. There was a confirmed obstruction event at 10:36 p.m. on March 13, 2025 until 10:52 a.m. at 3:14. As to those allegations, how do you plead? Factual basis.
Mr. Bryant, is it true that you were sentenced to a term of probation by this court in January of this year? Yes. Is it true that one of the terms of that probation was that, at least for a period of that time, you were to wear the scram alcohol detecting tether? Is it true, to your understanding, this tether detected alcohol in your system on March 14th this year? Also true that this tether detected some obstruction between March 13th and 14th.
Any questions from the prosecution?
No, Your Honor.
We're satisfied with the facts. And I'll second your plea to the violations. I find your plea to be voluntarily and intelligently made. Is Mr. Hayes here for this matter? Yes. Only, that's it? I believe so. I think so, yes. Mr. Hayes, you're free to go. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay, you can make allocution. It does not give me any additional comments on the probation violation recommendation. It does, however, request an additional 90 days of spam tether.
And I do think Mr. Bryant has been doing well on his other requirements. His outpatient treatment, 12-step program, he's making payments for his balance. And I think despite this, I guess, slip up, this incident, he certainly intends to complete his probation successfully, pay off his balance, and fill all of his obligations to the court going forward.
Thank you. Mr. Bryant, did you want to say anything? I can't hear head nods or shakes on the record. Thank you. I hope that this experience made it clear that trying to obstruct the scram tether is not really, it's not advantageous. It doesn't really work. There's a lot of science that goes into the device, and it reads and understands information better than you probably think. I'm going to continue your probation at this time, but if there's going to be further violations of alcohol use or tamper with the scram tether, you're looking at jail time. At this time, I'm going to add 90 days additional to the scram tether, and you'll continue the probation. Do you have any questions at this time? Any additional matters for the record?
None from the defense.
On behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set. On the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Daniel Devliger, 24-03104. Daniel Devliger.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I have a request and summons for probation violation here. And the allegations are that per Lansing Police Report 25519031167, on or about April 5th, 2025, that defendant was in possession of marijuana, 3.6 grams of gorilla grown marijuana on his person, and that there's another violation that on or about April 5th, 2025, the Lansing Police Department administered a preliminary breath test yielding the results 0.23 blood alcohol content, both which would be in violation of your your probation conditions. So you have the right to have a contested hearing on these violations. You have the right to be represented by an attorney at that hearing. If you are found to be guilty of these violations, I could terminate your probation status and you could be sentenced to a term of jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you want to request an attorney to represent you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Did he do an intake already?
Not yet.
Okay. Court will enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. This will be set for a hearing and then you'll meet with one of the public defenders today, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. I have one question.
Yes.
You said it was for marijuana?
It said that there was a police report that stated that you were found with 3.5 grams of gorilla grown marijuana on your person.
That was
I would
not me.
advise you not to say anything.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say and put on the record could be used against you.
You do May 5th at 1:30.
May 5th.
May 5th, I have a court in Muskegon.
Do you have another matter pending?
No,
Muskegon?
just that one.
Okay.
May 19th at 1:30.
May 19th at 1:30. We'll get you a notice to appear. Do you have any questions at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed another violation on here. It also says per the same police report on April 5th, defendant engaged in assaultive threatening behavior. But again, the court has entered a not guilty plea on those violations. You'll meet with the public defender's office and you'll get further advice, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You can have a seat. Okay, well, where is he downstairs?
Yes.
Record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Harry Jackson, 24-02765, 24-03478. Appearances, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. Jackson, who is standing to my right.
Can you do that last file I gave you back, sir? I put the note in the wrong file. Okay, there was two matters set for hearing today for probation violation. How are we proceeding on these?
Your Honor, at this time, we do not intend to run a contested hearing. I would ask the court to allow Mr. Jackson to accept responsibility or plead responsible to violations number 6, 16, and 18, and consider dismissing or holding in abeyance violations number 19 and 21 as he has become compliant with those two orders.
He wants to plead guilty to 6, 15.
6, 16, and 18, Your Honor, the failure to make payments, failure to test, and failure to enroll in intensive DD programming.
I have 6, 15. I have 16.
I apologize, Your Honor. It's labeled violation number 16 on my paperwork.
That's the one that's stamped and by me on the 5th.
I don't know that I received the stamped ones. This is the report dated March 4th from Ms. Bayless. I can show you if you want to see.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, may I approach? That's the latest report I've received.
Oh, this is the recommendation you read?
The second 2 pages are the violations I received with the numbers.
I don't know what this is she gave you. This is not even signed by me.
Oh, those are the only things
Oh,
I've
yeah.
received from her.
Got it. Okay, sounds good. It says 15 in mine. So I have 6, 15, 18, 19, 21, and you want us to hold which one in advance?
19 and 21, Your Honor, the failure to enroll in cognitive behavioral therapy and failure to enroll in the GED program, both at NWI. He has done both.
Oh, I see what the issue is. I do see 16 on this one. I have 2 in this file. He has 2 files though.
I received the same duplicate for each.
Okay, got it. I did not get a duplicate on the other one. So file number 24-03478, it has 6, 15, and 18.
Are they the same?
Failed to make payments, no payments made, balance was 125. 15 is failed to test. And then 18 is failed to follow the conditions of file 24-02765.
Those are a little different than anything I received.
Okay, and then I do have 2 in the 2765 file. That one does have 19, 21, 16, 18. Let me see here, and it looks like I don't see why it would be really neat. Did you see the recommendation? The recommendation is that he has new cases pending. They're suggesting to terminate probation.
That is the recommendation I have. She did note on here, there is a new pending case that is a late issue case that allegedly comes from quite a while from before his sentencing on this case, is my understanding. He is set for pretrial tomorrow in front of the 30th Circuit Court, and he has been remaining in pretty consistent communication with Mr. Palmer of my office on
That's
that.
on 25-00355.
Correct.
This probation officer seems to be fed up here. It says on one file, missed monthly report, admitted to cocaine use, new pending domestic, 0 progress made, cannot safely monitor defendant's testing. The other comments are relatively similar. So since then, because he has allegedly enrolled in cognitive and the GED program, which I'm sure was a late enroll, you want me to hold it in advance? I'm not gonna hold it in advance. Complete guilty, I'll hold a sentence on that in advance, but I'm not gonna hold any violations in advance for late compliance with an order.
Understood, Your Honor. And I think I did request either dismissal or hold in advance on those 2 specifically. He is willing to admit to the first 3 violations, my 6, 16, and 18, the paperwork I received.
Okay, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury? Okay, you understand your right to have a hearing today on these allegations of violating your probation status?
Yes.
You want to waive your hearing and plead guilty to at least some of these violations?
Yes, because, yes,
Okay, is anyone threatening you to do that?
no,
Any promises being extended to you if you plead guilty?
no,
Okay, as to the violation that you failed to make payments, no payments being made on file number 24-03478, and that your balance is $125 on that file, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to the violation that you failed to test for AdverHealth, you failed to test on the 3rd of January, January 11th, January 15th, January 21st, January 29th, February 4th, February 14th, February 18th, and February 25th. How do you plead?
guilty.
And as to violation that you failed to follow the conditions of 24-02765, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to the violation that you failed to make payments on file number 24-02765, that your balance in that file is $485, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Allegations that you failed to test,
Guilty.
and allegations that you failed to enroll in intensive domestic violence program at Cognitive Consultants.
She's taking your plea right now, I'm not allowed to talk right now.
Guilty.
Okay, and so then the violation that you failed to enroll in cognitive behavioral therapy, you do not want to plead guilty to that?
I'm enrolled.
As of when?
No. Not yet. That's the they're gonna have money, right? That's the, you know,
That's the one that Northwest Initiative that we've asked her to pull in things.
Okay.
You have to answer the question. please.
Are you enrolled?
no, you know,
In cognitive behavioral therapy?
CBT,
Yes.
yes, yes.
As of what date?
I'm full class, 4 more days I'll be going,
The last 4 Mondays you've attended
Yes.
classes?
yes.
And then as to
GED,
GED, you do not want to plead guilty to that because you've enrolled in that?
yes.
When did you enroll?
Last week, Friday was the first intake. And it's Fridays at 10 o'clock.
Just make sure you enrolled prior to that. That was just your first class was last Friday, correct?
Yes,
As soon as much as, okay, so you attended 4 weeks of classes for CBT, and then GED, you did the intake.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, did you provide verification of that to your probation officer?
My PO, no, I don't have verification.
No, I'm not saying do you have it now. So you obviously have not provided verification, but you're able to provide verification
Yes, ma'am.
because you do have to provide that verification. You understand that?
Yes,
Okay, factual basis on the ones that he put.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Jackson, is it true that in file number 24-02765, you underwent sentencing in front of Judge Simmons in December of 2024?
yes,
And at that time, she ordered you to make regular monthly payments?
yes, she did.
And is it true that as of today, you are not making those monthly payments?
No, not right now.
Is it also true that at that sentencing, she ordered you to do regular screening for drugs and alcohol with AdverHealth?
She did.
And is it true that as of today, on the dates already read into the record, that you did miss testing?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it also true that at that sentencing, she ordered you to enroll in the intensive domestic violence program at COGS?
She did.
And is it true that as of today, you have not yet enrolled in that program?
Not yet.
In file number 2. In file number 24-03478, you underwent the same exact sentencing in front of Judge Simmons in December of 2024.
Yes,
At that time, she ordered you to make regular monthly payments.
she did.
As of today, you have not made those payments.
No,
She also ordered you in that file to do regular screening for drugs and alcohol with AdverHealth.
she did.
And as of today, you have in fact missed the hearing date or the scheduled dates that have been read into the record.
Yes,
She also ordered you to enroll in intensive domestic violence programming at COGS.
yes, she did.
And as of today, you have not yet enrolled in that program.
Not yet.
I believe that satisfies the factual basis, Your Honor.
Any questions from the prosecutor?
None, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied with the factual basis. I will accept your pleas if find your plea to be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. I've already gone over what the recommendation is. They're suggesting termination of probation and that he serve jail is highly suggested, so you can make allocution.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have reviewed the recommendation from Ms. Bayless. I certainly understand where she's coming from. I have talked to Mr. Jackson about why the non-compliance on some of these, and I believe as he's indicated or spoke with Ms. Bayless about, a lot of these come down to money. He did enroll in the GED programming. He did enroll in cognitive behavioral therapy. He's taking advantage of the things that he can financially make available to himself, but he admits that he is struggling very deeply with the things that cost money. Yeah. He does suffer some medical conditions. He does have a very limited income. He did bring me paperwork today regarding his income, which largely appears to be survivor benefits from his father, which have been delayed, those payouts to him. And that is what he relies upon to comply with a lot of these financial obligations from the court, including the mandatory testing and the programming, all of which do require payment upfront before a person can engage in those services. I've advised him that if the court is willing at all to consider giving him a second chance on probation here, that he gets compliant or he serves every single day of the time the court has promised him. He is asking the court to consider that second chance from today. He knows very well that he's got to get compliant today or go to jail. He does believe that he is going to be getting these survivor benefits that will allow him to comply with the court orders. And I would ask the court to consider giving him that opportunity today.
Did Mr. Jackson want to make a statement?
So you can talk about this if you want to. You don't have to, but you can choose to.
Your Honor, I know what you're saying with substituted probation. And I meant every word. We don't know what's going to happen minute, day by day, or whatnot. But it was on at the time we took this.
What does that mean, your money was on?
So, but
You were receiving benefits
Yes.
then? Okay, and then somehow got stopped or something?
right, they thought they stopped my money on February 3rd. I didn't get no pay. I get my money 3 days before the 3rd. So it was 3 days before the 3rd now. So we're on Social Security.
Is your breathing labored right now?
Huh?
It sounds like you're having trouble breathing. That's why I'm asking.
I'm trying to think before I talk.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure you weren't having a medical emergency.
You have to advise me previously it was a heart condition.
Trying to do this, what you said. When I went to Social Security to ask them why my money was on there, they was like, we stopped your money, we overpaid you because you was incarcerated from the year 22 to 25 of February. Okay. They said they overpaid me. What's that? RETV.
Return check?
Return check, $88,000. And I was supposed to get, the total receipt was $94,000. Should have received $88,000. So they gave me $5,000 too much. But like I said, all this time they stopped my money so they could investigate of why. Oh God, yeah. So sorry. Of why.
Why you were overpaid?
Yes.
Okay.
So now I got a letter to me. And so March April 16th was the date that it came in the mail. And it says,
Yeah, you can take your time.
Would it help you to sit?
I've been homeless, I can't go home because you said I can't go home.
You mean on the domestic?
Yes, because
The no contact.
yes. So and the drugs and all that stuff, I've been going through a lot. And I'm not trying to make no example. But I didn't know it was gonna be this hard from not being at home, my home base, to do the probation.
Right.
And try to watch, get the kids and stuff like that. I didn't know it was gonna be this hard. I'm stressed. And then I'm waiting on my money. Okay, and then, okay.
Take a break.
I ain't trying to,
I'm not putting you in jail.
Sorry, man.
I need you to breathe because we don't need an ambulance here.
She's listening to you. You're okay. You got this.
You need to have a seat, I think it's because I didn't call the security in here, so I had nothing to do with it.
Take a seat and take a. You're okay.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Coming up with some notes, I'll be fine. I didn't think that.
I was trying to see if somebody was in custody.
okay.
He's just worried about you.
All right. I took what you said really seriously. You said, I'm not giving you a chance. You ain't got one time. So that stuck with me. As soon as you put me on probation, I just started following it. You know, when my name stopped, and then I'm like, oh shit, what I'm gonna do now? So I'm calling my PO, trying to tell her what's going on with me. She ain't my friend. I thought I can open up to. I should have told her I'm doing cocaine. But I thought
You were not, just for the record, you've not received any violation for telling her that.
I know that. I understand that, ma'am. I'm just trying to just tell you my story. I'm not playing with you.
Right, but I don't want you to feel that because you shared that with her that you were penalized. You have not been penalized for sharing that, but she has to now tell the court, because if there's something that we need to get you some help with, how do I do that if I don't know about it?
And right, and here I am. I went to her, wanted to get help, but they cut my insurance off.
I understand. So you're in a position now where your benefits are all cut off?
It's everything cut off, but it's good news.
Okay.
I talked to the manager today. Everything about to fall through in the following month.
Okay, so everything should be back on within the
Yes.
next month,
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
And if Your Honor, if I may, he did bring me paperwork today. It looks like since they handled the SSI offset, they should have restarted payments of $529 each month, a reduction from the $808 was previously receiving.
Okay, got it. Okay, and then, so that's the only benefits you're receiving. You're not receiving your own benefits for your health?
I
I thought that was the death or
no,
benefits
this
from your
is
father.
my daddy's
Okay,
survivors. I got another file for me. They just ain't got, it ain't came in the mail yet.
got it. Okay, so you do have something else pending for your own health?
Yes.
Okay, and then, but sir, you do know that at least 2 of these programs are free programs?
No. If you say so. But,
Well, my understanding is that the CBT and the GED were free for you to.
oh
enroll.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And you didn't do that either?
Nope, I didn't. I was not worried about it. I'm just gonna keep you 100 with you. That was not on my mind. What was on my mind was my insurance.
Okay, so everything
And my
was cut
money.
off, so you were in like survival mode, you don't know,
Yeah.
yeah, got
Yes,
it,
ma'am.
okay. And
Yes,
then you
ma'am.
obviously have you had the domestic matter that you're saying that's before the circuit court now?
It is
Yep.
set for pretrial tomorrow.
Okay, and I don't remember, I vaguely remember a no contact order, and so is it that the alleged victims in the home?
Oh.
What-
Let me
one
hear the
second.
attorney speak.
The case that is pending for the circuit court right now, the alleged incident date is from before the case he is currently on probation for.
No, I get that, but I'm trying to understand, because he's talking about not living at home,
From his sentencing on these files, Your Honor, continue the no contact order with Mr. Ralston, I
Yes.
believe,
Okay.
through
Yes.
probation.
got it, okay. But that matter is still pending in the circuit court?
It's a brand new matter before the circuit court, and yes, it is set for its first pretrial tomorrow.
Okay,
So
so,
it was found over a few weeks ago.
okay, let's see. I'm happy to hear that you have at least taken some action before you got into court. That is something that is a saving grace for you, because you're trying to get back on track. And I recognize you're probably having a hard time, not only dealing with your health and navigating, but even navigating in the climate where we are. I know it's difficult getting people on the phone right now and trying to figure out answers about what's going on with the benefits. And if you're using those to survive, including your health insurance, and it sounds like you have some health conditions, that could be disturbing, to say the least. And so I understand those concerns. It sounds like you tried to reach out to your probation officer. Okay, and so, and maybe that was early on where you did?
Yes, ma'am.
But you did miss your February report?
No, yes, I did, yep,
Okay,
February, yep.
how did you, was that the first month you were supposed to report?
First
Okay, got it. Okay, and so the failing to test has to do with the money, obviously.
Yes.
I never put anyone in jail or even move forward with a sentence on a violation for failure to pay. They throw that on there, I recognize, but that's not my concern. My concern is programming and testing.
Yes, ma'am.
And right now, you've not essentially been able to do that. Sounds like your money may get restored, your resources may get restored soon.
Yeah, it
Because-
says March 25th on his paperwork is the earliest reinstatement. He is still waiting on the first check, but that is, as of 12/24, that is on his paperwork for the next, or student's payment.
Okay, and then
I can start.
you can start, I'm
Yes.
trying
The
trying to pay towards whatever it costs. Do we know how much it costs for this intensive
One-
domestic violence?
$50 she said up front,
$50 up front. Okay.
and then the lady, my PO said it's I don't know how much it is, $30-some for the class every time, so I gotta like manage my money and put it to the side for this class.
Okay, I got it. I see what's happening here.
Can
Well,
I
you
say
have, you can, let's be clear, you already had some time because I already put you in on probation until December, mid-December anyways. So, you are now enrolled in the CBT and the GED program. And so you should be working through those programs while you're waiting for your money to be restored, because those are free programs.
Yes, ma'am.
And the CBT is going to help you. That may even help you get ready for the domestic violence program, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So you wanted to say something?
I was to help. My PO was telling me about the money. I didn't know that it cost that much to twice a week. God, she told me it was like, I want to say 36 or 26 each drop.
It's $27 each time you got.
Okay. Can we eliminate one by, can you put me on alcoholic tether, please? So that's,
Scram tether is what you prefer?
yeah,
Oh, I have no problem with
because I'm
that.
trying, I want to do this. I just want to get back to my house.
He may be able, if you're on SSI, he may be able to get back to help with the cost of a scram tether when
They haven't cut us SSI though.
Pardon?
You said you're
You're going back on SSI.
Yeah, I never got, yeah, it's good.
Okay,
And I get food stamps, so. Like $20, but it's something. And just, so.
Sometimes those insurance programs will help cover the scram tether, and they won't cover testing.
Oh,
But definitely something to ask them about.
wait. Can you repeat it?
So sometimes insurances like SSI or SEC help cover the cost of the scram tether when they cannot help cover the cost of testing.
Okay.
Because the scram tether also costs money. That's not
No,
automatically.
it's free for me.
It is, okay.
yeah, that's what she's saying, that that sometimes they'll cover the cost.
Not
Because you're-
SSI, I'm talking about just because I'm talking about DHS will.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
DHS will.
Yeah.
Okay, so if DHS will cover your scram tether, then that's beneficial. Then that way we can avoid you getting
Yep.
in trouble for not testing because you'll have the tether, okay? So I'm gonna continue your probation, add scram tether. I'll note here that you say DHS will cover, so that your probation officer is advised. So you need to go down to probation after that, so you can get information about going to get your scram tether attached. You're going to continue programming. Right now, we know you're enrolled in 2 of those. And I expect that you will be enrolled in the intensive domestic violence treatment by June 20th. Unless you get with the probation department with some other evidence that your money has not yet been restored,
Yes, ma'am.
okay?
Gotcha.
Okay, so that gives you an opportunity to still work on the programming that you're doing that's free. While your money's being restored, you'll get the tether. That'll take away the I can't get to testing thing. And it sounds like that literally was the basis of your violations.
Yes, ma'am.
Probably could have been resolved another way. I don't know what communications you and Ms. Bayless have, maybe if you had a winter and told her, listen, I don't have any money right now and I can't make the payment. Is there a way I can get a scrim tether? She could have sent me an order up here a long time ago and I could have amended it. And then that would have avoided that. And then if you had enrolled in the free treatment, if I had saw that you had enrolled in the free treatment and that I'm amending one aspect because you don't have any money, I wouldn't have signed a violation for failure to enroll in domestic. We would have extended your time. You have time to get this stuff done. But I see that you're trying to get back on track. So I'm going to continue your probation at this time with those conditions. You'll get the scram tether and then you'll enroll in the intensive DV by June 20th. Do you have any questions?
No.
Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
You're all set. You'll check in with Ms. Bayless before you leave.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just looking all this in this time for you. I'll do all this paperwork too.
We need to bring date for all that stuff.
Sorry.
I'm just talking. What is this? On the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Luis de Juarez, 23-03533 appearances, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. De Glovis.
Okay, Mr. De Juarez has probation violations here today. Okay, that's a guy to arrange him on a new one. Okay, so you must have been arraigned on violation from March 3rd. I have a violation or request for summons for violation April 9th. The allegations is that per Lansing Police Department report 25519031167, the defendant was in possession of marijuana, and that the defendant also engaged in assaultive or threatening behavior, and that he had a blood alcohol content that is at 0.23 at the time of his interaction with law enforcement. So he has the right to a contested hearing on that and the right to be represented by an attorney. If he's found to be in violation of the allegations, he can have his probation status terminated and sentenced to jail time. As to the violations that he has in both the March 3rd request and the April 9th request, how do we want to proceed?
Your Honor, Mr. De Glovis is prepared to admit to the earlier violations in the March 3rd report. However, the later violations are subject of a pending felony case. And that's supposed to be.
He has a pending felony case. Where is that case at this time?
That is in this court with Your Honor, set for exam on the 24th.
What are the charges?
Are assaultive in nature, I believe.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with possession of marijuana and a PPT with a 0.23?
But I'm a little concerned that some of those facts might be factors in this other case. I'm just.
And the assaultive case? What's that got to do with it? Was he allowed to have alcohol or no?
No, he's not allowed to.
So I'm not understanding how moving forward with that would affect an assaultive case or guilt as it relates to an assaultive case. Just if hypothetically he were guilty of drinking, that doesn't make him guilty of anything outside of drinking.
I think that's true.
Of course, I don't really know what he's charged with, so. Yes, it was
It
drink-
was, you talking about the new
the
felony?
new felony.
It's assault with intent to agree violent harm.
Oh, okay.
It's assault.
Assault GBH.
Assault.
And there's an exam one.
It's set for Thursday.
So you want me to hold that until Thursday?
We could, Your Honor, just in the interest of caution.
Oh. But to the older violation, he wants to plead guilty.
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you understand your right to have a hearing on the violations?
Yes, Your Honor.
You want to waive that hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who's threatening you to do that?
No.
Somebody like
That's
building
what I'm
something?
gonna go look at. Sorry.
Judge Ball having a blast over there or something? Okay, anybody promising you anything to get you to plead guilty to these violations?
No, Your Honor.
As to the violations that you failed to make payments and that you owe $425, how do you plead?
Guilty.
The violation that you failed to test at EverHealth on January 21st, January 23rd, February 10th, and February 17th, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And the violation that you failed to provide proof of enrollment in outpatient treatment, how do you plead?
Guilty.
and the violation that you failed to report to probation on January 16th and January 30th, it says, and the month of February, you failed to report for more than 2 months and you had been considered absconded from probation. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Factual basis, counsel?
Mr. DeVovis, is it true that you were sentenced to a term of probation by this court in December of 2024?
Yes,
Is it also true that as part of the probation, you were required to make regular payments toward your balance?
yes,
Is it true that you did not make any payments as of March 7th?
yes,
Is it also true that you're required to regularly submit to testing for drugs and alcohol?
yes,
And is it true that you failed to test on January 21st, January 23rd, February 10th, and February 17th as ordered?
yes,
Were you also required to enroll in outpatient treatment?
yes,
Is it true that you did not enroll in that treatment?
yes,
And is it true that you failed to report to probation on January 16th, January 30th, and during the month of February?
yes.
Any questions from the prosecution?
No, Your Honor.
I find you pleaded before you voluntarily and intelligently made. I'll accept your plea. Says defendant back in December reported difficulties paying for testing due to no income or job and was staying at the mission. And that he has a new pending felony. It says it down here, assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder. Their recommendation is to terminate probation because of his inability to comply and impose jail time. And that he also failed to enroll, I guess, in anger management, which was a free program. It said that he was not enrolled in Averhell as ordered. You can make allocution.
Well, Your Honor, I think Mr. DeVovis certainly will admit that he did not frankly do anything to complete the terms of his probation. There's no denying that, and he is facing serious charges now on another case. At this point, I don't think I can argue that he should be continuing on probation. He is going to be in custody for an unknown period of time regarding that other case, so I would simply be sentencing it at discretion.
Okay, I'm going to, we're gonna reset the other violation to this Thursday, I suppose. And I'll sentence him after I figure out what's going on with that violations. Any additional matters for today's record on that?
Not on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
We're all set for today. Yes, please.
I think that goes on, it's on like construction or tools downstairs by the stairwell, and it's just echoing up through the stairwell.
I just told someone last week, this is a fake wall, so it sounded like he was right outside.
It
our wall.
sounds like, but I
Totally
followed it over there, and it's coming from that stairwell, so I think they're probably on the 5th floor doing construction or something in
Our new building can't come quick enough.
there. Tell me about it. Have a good one, Your Honor.
Same to you. It's supposed to rain, it's so dark outside.
Take what you can, a little bit of sunshine.
On the record, in the matter of the state of Michigan versus a crayon, Ray Kirk, 22-01858. And then I have 19-03107 appearance, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Kirk.
Okay, Mr. Kirk had a pre-trial on the 22 file, and then the other file was a probation violation. How are we handling the pre-trial?
At this time, we have not received any offers on the file. Suppose I would ask that it be set for the final pre-trial.
No offer is furnishing false information I'm not signing a final pretrial on a furnishing false information, so,
To be clear, the offer was plead guilty as charged. Which
okay, because it's the officer, so I'm not gonna require an officer to appear, so. Did you just want a jury trial date?
we can set it for trial date.
May 20th at 8:15. This case. Oh, that's the second case. I was about to say, didn't I thought we were gonna, okay.
Like, I don't have this.
May 20th at 8 p.m. Okay. All right, on that one, and then, yeah, let's see, the probation violations. This one, the violation of 2019.
Yeah, I just. this one document.
I'm assuming this is the violation, it's from 2019. Unless I missed, no, I missed it. I have, yeah, that have a failure to report to probation since November 2019. Failing to pay fines and costs. It says the balance due is $1,002. Failing to submit to preliminary breath testing, urinalysis testing. And failing to complete domestic abuse batters and intervention program. How are we proceeding to those violations?
Mr. Kirk will admit to those violations.
Is that correct, Mr. Kirk?
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm a testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury.
Yes, Your Honor.
Put your hand down. Okay, you have the right to have your contested hearing today and the right to have the prosecutor prove the violation. Do you want to waive your hearing today? Or do you want to hold the hearing? What do you want to do? Do you want a hearing or no?
Oh, no, ma'am.
Why are you looking at him then?
I'm sorry.
What, I speak another language?
No, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Okay, okay. Anyone threatening you to waive your hearing? Who's threatening you?
Nobody.
Okay. Who is promising you something if you waive a hearing?
No, ma'am.
So
Nobody.
you want to plead to those violations freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
And
Your
you
Honor.
want to plead to them because you believe they're accurate violations?
Yes, Your Honor.
As to the violations that I just read, how do you plead?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
Factual basis, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Kirk, is it true that you were sentenced to a term of probation by this court in August of 2019?
Yes.
Was one of the terms of your probation you were to report to a probation officer on a monthly basis?
Yes.
Is it true that you had not reported since November? Of 2019?
Yes.
Are you also required to make payments for your total fines and costs?
Yes.
Is it true that you were not up to date on your payments as of the time this report was written in May of 2020?
Yes.
Were you also required to complete a domestic abuse batterers intervention program?
Yes.
Is it true that you did not complete that program? That's all.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any questions from the prosecution?
None, Your Honor.
What is satisfied with the factual basis, I'll accept your plea and I find your plea to be freely, voluntarily and intelligently made. It says here, the recommendation is to terminate probation and impose jail time. Defendant has absconded for 6 years, made zero progress. It's also should be noted, this is probably the very first file I actually signed as a sitting judge, and it was for a bench warrant. You were put on probation by Judge Clark.
Yeah, I was his last case.
Exactly, and you were my first case for absconding. Lucky you.
Sorry. Sorry.
You can make allocution.
Your Honor, this clearly my client has essentially absconded since shortly after he was placed on probation. He will be the first to admit that he did not complete his requirements and stay in contact with probation as required. He tells me he had some intention of catching up with probation, but COVID made that a little difficult and he never really got back to it. But he takes responsibility, Your Honor, and at this point I would simply be sentencing to the court's discretion.
He's in here in a yellow jumpsuit. What he's being held on, because he's not in this, in the custody of this county.
He has a case in Clinton County. That's where he's being held.
Where are we with that case?
I got preliminaries Thursday.
So you got a felony pending.
Yeah, possession. Well, I'm fighting an addiction.
Oh. Well, it's not meaningful to even address continuing probation at this time. I'm going to terminate your probation status unsuccessfully. I'm going to refer the $1,002 to collections, and you'll have to make payment arrangements at the time that you are reinstated into the community, whenever that is. But as it relates to this particular case, the sentence is going to be 30 days Ingham County Jail. And it looks like you were arraigned by the magistrate on this, at least back on March 6th. And she did give you a 1,000 cash surety bond, so I'll credit you time served. Any additional matters for the record?
None from the defense.
Not on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
You're all set. Yes. Just the sentence. You have something for me?
Yeah.
Oh, they're just sitting there quietly.
It's okay. It's a weird thing. Let's get out. Apparently your bond didn't get sent from Ingham County from 55th over here. Like 4 months.
The bond didn't get what?
So here on the other side, she's, I think it might be under there too. She's sending a bond dated on December 16th for.
Oh, interim bond.
Yeah, but who knows? what it
Oh,
is,
that's
you
what
know
they're
I
doing on
mean?
there? They're doing interim bonds on their cases.
That's
They're not
everything,
doing
right?
arraignments like we are.
That's the job.
I don't know, but I'm like, why did it not come over?
We did with December 16th on
Yeah, obviously.
Oh,
the weekend. I know what they're doing over there. That's cool.
Haven't watched it,
It was
listened
a
to it
two.
or anything like that.
No, that's this year. One
Just a
second.
heads up that.
Come on, Abby, that's-
I'm gonna say 1 second. It was a Monday.
It's only 4 months ago.
Okay, so the question is to do what?
So apparently there's a balance still due, and
From her fines and costs or something?
yeah, so, yeah, from, because it says the
Why
balance is
is there a
750.
balance? She owed 625.
Right, I'm confused, and then because she posted for the bench warrant too, so it's 675, and then they're saying there's a balance of 750.
Why?
That's what I was wondering too.
Let's pull up the ROA on this girl, 24 -01733 SM. Let's see what it says she owes 750. Says 675 in the system.
Oh, why does this, okay.
Who put 750 on there? Someone's math is off.
Okay.
We'll waive the $50 fee.
Okay, yeah, so we'll
Apply
just,
the bond, is that what we want to do?
yeah, apply the bond, and just close it out, call it done. I think she'll be happy, but I don't know.
It looks like that is how, I mean, you can still do it that way. It looks, it says, so the total due, but that was what she paid.
Yeah, where the extra money came from? 475. Where did that come from? I sentenced her to $75 plus $50 plus $500. Where did they get those monies?
Where's this?
Exactly. Yeah, no, they put some extra stuff in there that's not what's on my ROA.
Okay.
But whatever,
Okay.
we don't care.
Apply
Apply the bond and wait.
the bond and close it out.
Right.
Yeah, all right, thanks, Judge.
That. Have you figured out? Yeah, but if it was originally 625, it just would have brought it to 675, but they got 7 something. It shows right here, but. Not public. Not public.
No.